The Grizzly, Casey Lane Stevens, born, bred, and residing in Fresno, California, former slap fight champion and super heavyweight, beat Tim Sylvia to win the super heavyweight title, won gold with both arms at an arm wrestling tournament just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that impressed me so much. You know, he's coming off of a decision loss in his power slap debut 2 months ago, but as you said, 2 weeks ago, not only did he take gold in arm wrestling, but he did it in both arms. It just shows the type of strength this guy possesses. You see, not much of a neck right there. You got to think that he's able to eat shots very well. And you talked earlier in the show about some guys prefer to fight that taller opponent. They like striking upwards. Casey Lane Stevens is one of those guys. He's happy to have a taller opponent at 6'5", where he can strike upwards and use some of that force, that grounded force, to try to get the knockout here tonight.
Cedrice Paillant, one of the more decorated football players that we have had in Power Slap, a former Rutgers offensive lineman. He was an academic, all Big Ten selection, currently working at a property manager just outside of New York City in his hometown of New Rochelle, New York. He says this is not going to last long, predicts an early knockout, says he's planning to be one and done, looking for 2 knockouts in a row after taking care of business against James Reddy in his debut.
Yeah, he's certainly hoping for that one and done against him. It's tough though, at this super heavyweight division, you don't quite see as many knockouts because look at the bodies on both of these guys. Both of these guys look like O-linemen. That's what Cedrice Paillant was. Football player, wrestler, basketball player. Rutgers University has been working a lot on his hand placement to see if it can pay off here tonight.
Taylor Tape brought to you by Estrella Jalisco, an authentic cerveza dorado and the official beer of Power Slap. Big old boys are these two, 405 pounds for Casey Stevens. Hand size advantage goes to the New York native Paillant. Here's Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap Super Heavyweight Division. Introducing to you first in the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 405.5 pounds. Out of Fresno, California, Casey "Grizzly" Stevens. And now introducing his opponent in the red corner. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 372.5 pounds. Out of New Rochelle, New York, he is the number 7 ranked super heavyweight contender in the world, Cedrice Paillant. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Kerry Hatley. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Cedrice Paillant.
As sports fans, we may cheer for different teams, but there's one thing that we can all agree on. We want the game to be big. And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot screen, 6 clean pools, and endless cold drinks, it doesn't get any bigger or any better than Stadium Swim in Las Vegas. All sports, all seasons. It's more than a pool deck. Stadium Swim. It's the only thing like it in the world.
You know what that means when Kerry Hatley does that little L thing?
What is that?
Guns up for Texas Tech.
Oh, I gotcha.
All right, Blue.
I always thought it was love. Like, I love everybody.
So?
Love you.
Yeah,
Guns up,
some of the guys, some of the referees like to make the heart symbol.
Yeah, do not raise your.
It's a little soft for me, though, to be honest.
Okay, red has won the toss, hand and count. Right hand on 1. Okay, you must measure, all right? There's your measure right there.
Former Scarlet Knight's not messing around. Going on 1.
Holy moly.
Fair blow.
I mean, it's just, it just deflected like a bug on a windshield. It didn't, or splat maybe. There's no, the huge target of Casey Stevens. Look how big the target is.
Hey, he's high, real high.
Very high.
Come on, we just called it a couple minutes ago. He's high.
And this is something that Cedrice Paillant said he was working on. Keeping his eye on the target before and after the strike. Didn't pay off right there. Was a bit high against the big man.
Shoulders down. Shoulders
All right, looks like they're not going to call it. I would say that was high and there was a big step, but it didn't seem to affect the Grizzly.
Another huge target.
the opposite way.
You know, one thing we see from super heavyweights at times is because they're so big and bulky, they're not able to generate the same type of power that the guys at heavyweight do. I don't think that's the case here with Paillant. We saw a big swing there. Let's see what it is with Casey Stevens.
Yeah, they're trying to get
Right there.
Paillant to bring his shoulders down. The problem is these guys don't have mitts.
Blue, hand and count.
Right on 3.
Right on 3. Do not tuck the chin. Chin up, chin up, chin up.
He's like, my chin's up, but
Reset.
this is how I look.
Time. Okay, look. You raise your shoulders up. Don't
Again,
raise
we
your
talked about
shoulders.
that with
We're
these
gonna
guys,
go
right?
up
They
and
don't
down.
have a
Keep
neck.
doing it. Okay. All right, set.
They're like
Fighter
turtles
set.
in a shell.
Right there.
You have
Perfect.
to be
Don't
able to
move.
engage and
Hand to
traps
count.
your neck
Right on
somewhat,
3.
right? And when
Right
these guys
hand
do
on
it,
3, right hand on 3.
you get the no
Must
neck look.
measure. There's your measure.
all right, let's see what Casey Lane Stevens can do. 0-1 in
Relax your
power
thumb.
slap.
1, 2.
Whoa!
Fair blow.
Gunshot right there.
Fair blow.
On this next one, watch your feet. You moved your feet a little,
The
all right?
chins on these
Okay?
two guys.
I know. You moved your feet a little? Listen.
Definitely the better strike on Stevens' end. Take a look at it right here.
He's moving. He's moving.
I like the way he threw his shoulders right there, like you throwing a beautiful hook. A little bit of movement.
Yeah, the super slow-mo, it's really hard to get a read on it. Sometimes it doesn't look as bad, sometimes it looks worse.
Foul.
Oh, no.
After further review.
Oh, no.
Foul. Flinching. Foul.
Yeah.
Flinching. Blue, do you want to strike again?
Hey, yes, absolutely.
yeah,
yes.
he does.
Hey, we want him in the box now. We want him in the box
Okay,
now.
here
Get in
we
the
go,
box,
Red.
in the box,
Here
in the
we
box,
go.
in the
Look
box.
at
No
this.
recovery time. Let's go.
Let's go, Red.
Bordeaux knows.
Listen to the
Bordeaux
butcher.
has been there.
He's killing
Bordeaux is,
time.
he's like a
Let's
cheat
go.
code.
The butcher is ruthless.
Look
You
at him.
can't keep killing time. Come on.
Time.
Okay, time. Here we go.
He's just killing time now.
Bordeaux has his game figured out.
Man.
Okay, he said he can't see.
Oh, well, that'll be the end of it.
Recovery time.
Well, that's a
That's it.
knockout.
Said he can't see.
That's a DQ.
winner.
So,
Well, it would go down as a TKO, I would imagine.
Yeah, I guess you're
should not
right.
Continue. It was a clean strike. Bit of a movement on Palint's side.
yeah, I don't know if he knew that rule. He's a football player, right? But if you can't see, as you know,
Yeah.
you tell him you can't see,
If you tell
match
him,
doesn't
right?
go on.
A lot of times this happens in MMA, and the rule of thumb is don't tell the doctors you can't see. Tell them you need a second.
So Casey Stevens will get the win. The first win of his power slap career. And Paillant will record the first loss of his career. Here's Justin.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kerry Hatley calls a stop to the match in round number 1, declaring the winner by TKO, Casey Grizzly Stevens.
Tough break for Cedrice Paillant, but if you can't see, you can't see. And reaping the rewards of that decision is Casey Stevens. All 400 pounds of him now victorious for the first time in his power slap career.
Yeah, he got that big knockout right there, delivered a great blow, and then at the end of it, finished it with a little kiss to the camera. Did the